Okay, so I'm just gonna do a small sort of news video, an update video of some sort, because as I was watching the second Dream On show, I had to stop because the booking was a bit shit. I just can't take it because Peros are just so boring. Slex isn't really that special. I couldn't get past the first two matches, but when I pushed through to the third, to where the Funky Express wrestled Congo, that got a little bit better. But I mean, the rest of the show was just so plain, man. And now I know why. Because I'm reading this Reddit post based on the Voices of Wrestling article that's on Patreon, and I'm just not gonna pay for that. I need to pay for other things like my dog and other subscription services. So I'm just gonna read this summary in Reddit. And basically, what's happening with Noah is that Nosawa Rongai, the head of the faction Peros del Mal de Japón, is gone from Noah, and that Kendo Kashin, who I kind of like because he's funny, has taken over booking duties. Okay, so I guess the company thought he was shit because he wasn't offered a contract. And yeah, I mean that's pretty understandable right there. Based on the booking of the first Dream On and now the second one, yeah, I mean I'm just a new fan here, but I really don't like this guy's booking style. And yeah, and because of this guy's booking, Yohei, one of my favorite wrestlers in Noah, has left. Yeah, the Japanese Jeff Hardy. So I wish Yohei luck because he's awesome. He can move real well. I hope like New Japan signs him, or since they're having problems there as well, maybe like Dragon Gate or DDT or like anyone. Definitely not in the States though, because they'll just think he's a Jeff Hardy ripoff, and uh, I'm gonna go crazy. And then all of the members of Los Perros of Perros del Mal de Japón are gone from Noah. Thank God, because the team is so boring. Except for Tejano. Tejano was entertaining for me. Apparently, Nosawa wanted to build Noah on his boys, on Los Perros. He's also prioritizing the foreigners over the Noah talent. He's paying them more, actually. More than your boys, more than maybe the champion, Go Shizaki, who should be the center of the show because he's 40 years old. You should build around this dude. As well as Nakajima, Keno, and like the people that were responsible for this resurgence. It also says here that he's being corrupt. He booked an all junior show. I think this is an innovation, or but it says here that he purposely didn't book heavyweights on the show so he wouldn't have to pay them, instead giving higher paychecks to his friends. Yeah, so I guess this isn't an innovation show. This was just a normal Noah show, but he booked all juniors, and I guess they're being paid less, even if those are some amazing performers right there, just to pay his buds. And this sucks. I do like the bringing in of Ninja Mac, though. He was a positive move, and I hope he comes back to Noah. He also prioritized relationships with New Japan and Dragon Gate instead of DDT, which, I mean, New Japan I understand because they are the biggest company, and working with them is a good thing. But you have to take care of your fellow Wrestle Universe boys also. So I guess I'll just have to find out what Kendo Kashin can do. I mean, come on. I hope he does well. But yeah, this is a good change for Noah here. But as I look through these future Dream On shows, the third and the fourth that's about to happen, I don't like how things are going for Go Shiozaki because Japanese booking is very rigid, except for New Japan recently. So in the main events of the next two Dream On shows is Go Shiozaki and Inaba versus Kojima and Marufuji, and probably Go's gonna lose here. Go's team's gonna lose here. And on the fourth show, the final one, it's gonna be Go Shiozaki, Kaito Kiyomiya, Masato Tanaka versus Keiji Muto, Naomichi Marufuji, and Satoshi Kojima. You know what? In this final Dreamon show, I think Go has a chance. Go's team has a chance to win, but Masato Tanaka is the most pinnable person in his team. So I hope that they don't screw this up. Actually, the rest of the card is looking good. Let me just flash the third Dreamon show here. First match is Extreme Tiger and Yohei versus Hao and Alejandro. This is the obligatory Young Lions match with a veteran in it. I'm glad that Yohei's team is probably gonna win, but I guess he's leaving the company. But he's here. I don't know what's happening. Next, we have Rene Dupree versus Michael Elgin to set up the tag team championship match in the final Dream On show. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be interesting. Seeing what Rene Dupree can do today as a singles wrestler. And then we have a 10-man tag team match with Kongo versus the Juniors. This is looking pretty interesting, but it's a 10-man tag team match. Next is Kaito Kiyomiya versus Simon Gotch. This is going to be good right here. Next is a 6-man tag team match between Hayata, Yoshinari Ogawa, and Chris Ridgeway versus Saiki Oshioka, Yuyasusumu, and Kai Fujimura. And I'm kind of confused here. The last time I saw these guys was in the first Dream On show where storyline progression happened. And from what I remember, Hayata left the arena with Saiki Yoshioka and Yuyasusumu and not his teammates in this match. So this is confusing. I hope this goes somewhere because that was an interesting turn. And now we have them shuffled again. And next we have another tag team championship setup match. It's Iho de Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Masaki Tamiya. I like what I saw from these guys, so this is thumbs up for me. And for the main event, I already talked about this. The Go Shiozaki and Daiki Inaba versus Satoshi Kojima and Naomichi Marufuji. Go's team is gonna eat another loss here. This is so dumb. Why? And for the final Dream On event, it's starting off with Kazuyuki Fujita versus Kinya Okada. So I guess that's the former champion, the one who vacated. He's also the one who Go Shiozaki faced, where they faced off for 30 minutes. So this is gonna be good. I kind of like this dude here, even if he's probably one of Nosawa Rongai's boys, who he pays over the other talent. So yeah, next is Daiki Inaba and Junta Miyawaki versus Yoshiki, Inamura, and Kai Fujimura. Inamura's probably gonna win here. Next is a singles match between Muhammad Yone, my boy, and Shuhei Taniguchi. I don't know who that is, but Yone's in it, so I guess I'm excited now. Next is an 8-man tag team match between the team of Harada, Kotoge, Yohei, and Hao versus Kongo, made out of Tadasuke, Hajime Ohara, High 69, and Shuji Kondo. Next is the 6-man tag team match between Masakatsu Funaki, Katsuhiko Nakajima, and Manabu Soya. So Kongo again, but the higher tier. Versus Takashi Sugiura, Hideki Suzuki, and Masaki Mochizuki. Next is Keno versus Simon Gotch. You know, I'm excited whatever match Simon Gotch is in. And he's facing off against aces here. And then the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match between members of Hayata's faction, the Stinger. So Yoshinari Ogawa and Chris Ridgeway versus Saiki Yoshioka and Yuyasusumu. I hope this clears things here. And then Hayata versus Extreme Tiger for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. I was wishing that this was going to be Ninja Mac, but Extreme Tiger wasn't the weakest member of that team. All of them were pretty much awesome. Alpha Wolf was the weakest member of that team. The penultimate match is the GHC Tag Team Championship match. So that's Rene Dupree and Dr. Wagner Jr.'s son versus Michael Elgin and Masaki Tamiya. Unlike the previous match, the previous tag team title match, this one actually has a build. They have singles matches with each other. So I'm looking forward to this, and I know that Michael Elgin will never disappoint me, except for some of his personal choices. And the main event is to set up the championship match at Cyberfight. This is the team of Go Shiozaki, Kaito Kiyomiya, and Masato Tanaka versus Keiji Muto, Naomichi Marufuji, and Satoshi Kojima. And I fucking hope that Go Shiozaki's team goes over here. Come on, let's not have him lose all the way to a Cyberfight. Because that would be dumb. That would be fucking dumb booking. And it's looking that way because Masato Tanaka is the most pinnable person in this team. But yeah, I mean, you could also pin Marufuji. Or Muto, actually. But I guess he's like high on the main event at that age. I don't know. I don't know anymore. But yeah, I am excited for these shows and especially Cyberfight. We're getting a lot of other promotions in Wrestle Universe there, so no complaints for me. I hope Noah can like find their footing and finally do well again. So yeah, that is my video on this situation and my thoughts on the future cards. So like, comment, and subscribe, please, for the engagement. Hit that bell notification for future videos, and yeah, watch Noah, support them, especially in this hard time for the company, just firing NOSAWA Rongai like that. So yeah, bye-bye.